Does Sonic time travel? Is there evidence of this in the art of South Island? Who built the marble and labyrinth zones? Welcome back to another episode of Art and Games University. I'm your host, John Coulter from Sharks Eat Meat. Thank you for joining us. Art and Games University is a show that takes a look at the art and culture within the worlds of video games. Today we'll be examining the quantity, type, in-game meaning, and real-world art historical references of all art objects found in Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis. In Sonic's first game, a high-speed, 2D, side-scrolling action platformer, the evil Dr. Robotnik has invaded the South Island in search of the Chaos Emeralds. Robotnik has captured Sonic's animal pals and placed them inside enemy robots known as Badniks. Sonic must use his super speed to save South Island. Sonic was developed by Sonic Team and published by Sega in 1991. The early 90s saw Sonic rolling onto the scene with fast sales and popularity. Large stages, detailed graphics boasting parallax layered backgrounds, and smooth high-speed frame rates helped Sonic leap into an early lead. By the late 90s, Mario had stomped the competition, and Sega was ultimately losing the console wars. The aesthetic reflects Sonic's 1990s development. Sonic is fast, has edgy blue spikes, and a thematic 1990s environmental spin. The visuals are colorful, detailed, 16-bit pixel sprites, and as 3D games were gaining popularity, utilized geometric patterns to simulate depth, in a manner similar to the pre-rendered 3D, 2D hybrid graphics of Donkey Kong Country on the SNES. In contrast to Dr. Robotnik's futuristic mechanical designs, Green Hill Zone's Totems, Marble Zone's Stone Ruins, and Labyrinth Zone's Aqueducts all give a sense of a mysterious lost culture on South Island. So with supersonic speed, let's roll. Sonic 1 was created by an incredibly small and dedicated dev team under the direction of Hirokazu Yasuhara. Naota Oshima is the creator of the character Sonic, as well as coding Sonic's unique speedy roll. Additional character designs were by Gina Ishiwatari. Of note is the work of background and zone artist Reiko Kodama. Kodama was a pioneer in the early home console gaming field as a female designer with prominent roles on iconic Sega projects. They would continue to design the look and feel of the worlds on prominent Sonic and Phantasy Star games. Kodama studied both archaeology and graphic design before working for Sega. Kodama's background assured the cultural objects and ancient ruins found in Sonic 1 have acute real-world art historical references. Let's take a quick look at the statistical breakdown of the art found throughout the South Island. Sonic 1 has a total of 210 art items documented. Sonic has the 13th most art from our Season 1 data, coming in behind Real Mist and ahead of Konami Crazy Racers for the GBA, and slightly above the average amount of art in a game of 188.8. The average art objects per stage in Sonic 1's 20 stages is 10.5. Greco-Roman inspired architectural ruins and stone sculptures make up the majority of the 187 art and media objects found in the settings and backgrounds of Sonic 1, with Robotnik's designs also contributing to the total. Which stage do you think has the most art in Sonic 1? Let's find out. First, we'll take a look at the Green Hill Zone, the first stage in Sonic 1. While not the stage with the most art, the tropical landscape has a unique subject not found in other zones. The Green Hill Zone of South Island has wooden totem poles throughout. They have green paint, wings extending from the pole on some, and simple face motifs. Northwest Native American tribes such as the Haida, Nuxalt, Quacka, Tlingit, Tsimshian, and Coast Salish all practice totem building. A totem serves several functions, including welcoming visitors, memorializing those who have passed on or family stories, recording myths and tales, and shaming people. The colors and animals represented on the pole have symbolic meanings. The type, faces chosen, and colors for the Green Hill Zone totems are all likely created just for the Sonic game and do not have a specific cultural meaning or interpretation. As totems are made of wood, they often last a maximum of 500 years, while other ruins and archaeological sites on South Island appear to be at least 2,000 years old. I'm uncertain if the animals of South Island or past human inhabitants left these totems, as well as the rest of the stone ruins we'll look at next. As a unique subject within Sonic and a distinct cultural artifact, the Green Hill Zone totem is awarded the high score trophy for this episode. Fact check. Gray stone sculptures appear in the Green Hill Zone. Semi-true. Removed from the final game, these stone faces are accessible via cheats. Marble Zone is named for the many hilltop and subterranean marble ruins found throughout. With 21 art examples, Marble Zone Act 3 has the most art of any single stage or zone in Sonic 1. First, we'll view 3 types of columns found in the Marble Zone. Exhibit A. A freestanding, smooth gray marble, simple cylinder shaft, stair-step base, and layered capital or top. This pillar has similarities to Tuscan, Doric, and Ionic pillars. Exhibit B is a freestanding blue stone column with a square shaft and a decorated base and capital. Though not exclusively used as such, Greco-Roman square columns were usually placed at the corners of buildings and were known as anta or ante. Square columns were frequently used in conjunction with round columns. A non-load-bearing decorative ante such as this is known as a pilaster. Exhibit C. Square-shafted, ornate gray marble columns support a gray marble building. These have a geometric diamond motif pattern in bas-relief. These ante support a ruined marble structure that we'll analyze next. These ruined marble structures exhibit many classical Greek traits, including the decorative Ionic ante, supporting a decorative entablature and pediment on top. A pediment is traditionally a triangular element atop an entablature, atop a row of columns. However, the Marble Zone ruins are a uniquely trapezoidal form not found in many ancient ruins. These trapezoidal forms are known as pan pediment. In addition to decorative relief, the pediment has a red stained glass or possibly red stone tiles. The horizontal rectangular strip of marble bas-relief carving atop the ante and below the pediment is called an entablature. The carved patterns are known as a frieze, and the vertical striped motif is known as a triglyph. These are 100% in alignment with the classical Greek style. The ruins most closely resemble the Ionic Parthenon from 400 BC ancient Greece. Like the Marble Zone ruins, the Parthenon also has triglyphs and decorated frieze on the entablature. The ruins shrouded in trees in the distant background are consistent with those found in the foreground. There are round, Tuscan or Doric freestanding pillars, as well as marble buildings with entablatures and pediments. Of note is one building with no pediment in the background. Digging deeper, our next subjects are the subterranean stone reliefs found below the Marble Zone. The lava-filled purple stone and white metal dungeon maze beneath the hills of the Marble Zone has 4 different framed stone patterns. Displayed in 4 sizes of green frames, the floral pattern's color is the same as the dark purple stones found throughout the subterranean dungeon and could be stone relief, painting, or textile. However, the lava would likely destroy anything not stone or metal faster than a Sonic speedrunner. Mythological beings such as centaurs, flora, and fauna imagery are common motifs on ancient Greek reliefs. The floral patterns found in the dungeons are in stylistical alignment with the rest of the ruins in the Marble Zone. Up next on our tour of South Island, we'll be looking at the ruins found in both the Labyrinth Zone as well as Scrap Brain Zone 3. These subterranean stone aqueducts are also inspired by ancient Greek culture, however the columns and relief sculptures are all different than the ruins found in the Marble Zone. The monstrous polluting machines of Robotnik's factory in Scrap Brain Zone appear to be built directly on top of the South Island's ruins, as demonstrated when Sonic falls below the Scrap Brain Zone at the end of Act 2. Let's investigate the columns found in the Labyrinth and Scrap Brain Zones. Exhibit D. The freestanding pillars in the Labyrinth Zone are thin and fluted with simple bases and capitals similar to classical Greek Doric columns. Exhibit E. The final column we'll be examining today is from Scrap Brain Zone 3. Most of the background sprites are a palette swap from Labyrinth Zone's yellow stonework to a light gray. There is, however, an additional unique colonnade in this zone. Round, stone brick columns support a crumbling stone brick bridge in Scrap Brain Zone 3. These columns feature no reliefs, decorations, or details. This suggests they were built at an earlier time than the other ruins. These are cut from large stones instead of a solid piece of marble like those previously examined. They are also crumbling and sliding down a cliff. Labyrinth Zone features 4 animal motif blocks, as well as several abstract floral patterns resembling those in the Marble Zone, found on doors, small bricks, and movable cylindrical stones. Imagery of a stylized fish and a hog appear as large stone reliefs in the background, as well as smaller stone reliefs in the foreground. As representational images of animals, the artistry is more detailed than those in the Marble Zone, but they could easily have been constructed before, congruently, or after the ancient Greek-inspired ruins elsewhere on South Island. Pigs such as Picky Pig are native to South Island, though no living fish are shown in Sonic 1. As with all the art on South Island, their creators, whether animal or human, are unknown. Let us know what you think in the comments. Our next subject has a unique style for Sonic 1. While the ancient Greeks did carve stone griffins, centaurs, and other monsters, the stone sculptures of a horned creature from Sonic 1 appear most like a gothic gargoyle. Some are fountains, while others shoot fireballs. This sculpture could be inspired by ancient Greek art, but is likely medieval or gothic in inspiration. Many of the gargoyle fountains pour water into the tunnels below. The entire zone functions as canals and aqueducts with changing water levels. While the Roman aqueducts are most famous, aqueducts have been traced back to Crete and the Minoans around 2000 BC. The Tunnel of Eupalinos is an ancient Greek underground aqueduct from 400 BC. Did the same culture that left these stone ruins also create the totems? Who do you think made these? Shifting gears, let's take a look at the maniacal mechanical designs of everyone's favorite Eggman. Dr. Robotnik's mechanical designs are in stark contrast to the natural world and ancient ruins found on South Island. As an invading force, they are the stylistic antithesis to the rest of the setting. The futuristic industrial architecture in Scrapbrain Zone looks like a smog-filled landscape from Blade Runner. His badniks, or robot creations, have fierce metal forms meant for destruction. Can Sonic time travel? Sonic's stages are set in distinctly past and future settings. The Springyard Zone, an urban pinball-themed amusement park, was originally the 5th stage, which would have placed the stages in chronological order by technological era. Director Hirokazu Yasuhara revealed that time travel was originally a planned gameplay element of Sonic 2. Extra evidence supporting the theory includes a 4-episode time-traveling story arc in the 1993 animated series, a prehistoric romp in the Sonic 2 manga, and the badniks, Reds and Rexon, from Sonic 2. Let us know your thoughts on time travel and Sonic in the comments. The artwork of South Island and Sonic 1 is all from a lost culture, heavily inspired by ancient Greek marble ruins as well as northwestern Native American totems. As an NPC, Dr. Robotnik is an avid creator of mechanical menaces, and his list of creations only grows with each game he makes an appearance in. We hope you enjoyed today's episode. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to our channel. Supporters of our research through Patreon get special benefits. Thank you for watching. What topic did you learn the most about from today's episode? Let us know in the comments. We have some trivia for you to try to answer. Which Sonic 1 zone contains a vase or floral potter?